Belleville Area District Library Board will please come to order. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good. Our secretary is not with us again today, but I will ask her backup, Maria Jackson Smith, to please take the roll. Hebbets? Here. Fleming? Here. Hugh Grubbs? Hughes? Excused absence. Okay. Peters? Here. Reese? Here. Studemeyer? Excused absence for Tanya. And Jackson Smith. I am here. So we do have a quorum, and thank you very much. The next item on our agenda is approval of the agenda.
Chair, I make a motion to approve the November 18th agenda.
We have a motion and a support, moved by Priest and supported by Fleming to approve the agenda. Any discussion, anything we need to, that we missed, typos, anything? Seeing none or hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed by saying no. There are no opposing votes. So our agenda is approved. And the next item is the regular minutes. You've had them in advance and you'd like to look at them again. But we need a motion for approval of the minutes.
To approve the minutes.
It's motion by Chehevitz and support by
Second that.
Priest that the minutes for the November 18th meeting be approved. Any notes or comments before we vote? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed by saying no. We are then complete up to our minutes, and of course, this meeting is a little closer to the last meeting because our last meeting was delayed by a week, so good to see everybody so quickly. And glad to have you back with us, Maria, and I see you're in a mask, but are you feeling better?
I'm better, but I have one kid with the flu and another kid with the cold.
Well, thank you for protecting.
And I didn't want to miss again.
I'm glad you were able to come, and I'm sorry, but it is that time of year. And when you've got kids and they go to school,
Especially the little ones.
yeah, boy.
Half class is out by the way. With the flu beat.
Really have to, that's terrible, that's very sad. We are now at the point of our agenda, item 5, with public comments. We have a wonderful representative of the public who is with us. You have
no comment.
And the representative has no. Well, we're
The
happy.
public wanted to stay home in their cozy sacks.
A lot of public, and commend the public for not just waiting to look at us on the machine. Thank you for coming. So now we've got one item, a big time item, that we need to approve before we get to, well, we have some calendar items actually, because this is our last meeting in 2025. It's kind of hard to believe, but anyway. So we have 2 things that we have to approve having to do with dates for 2026, a whole new year. I hope the whole new year comes in with some temperature. Whoosh. Anyway, first off, for item number 6 is approval of the regular board meeting dates. They are before you. And it's all kind of different. February and March are on the same calendar date.
I make a motion to approve the meeting dates.
It is moved by Chehevitz, supported by Jackson Smith, that our meeting dates be approved, and it would be wise for all of us to just put them in our agendas. We don't have any, it's all the second Tuesday this time. It was just this year we had a holiday on one of the dates. Doesn't happen too often. So it's the motion on the floor, approval. It's been rightly moved and supported. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed by saying no. There are no votes, and we are once again unanimous. Now we are to item 7, which is our closure dates for holidays and such. One is coming up very soon. Look them over again before we do any motions.
You don't close for Lake Fest, right?
No.
But
They used to close for Strawberry Festival, but that was a much smaller building.
Yeah.
Too-
We have accommodated better now.
Yeah.
so no, we have a weekend closure for July 4th because July 4th comes on a Saturday, right? Right.
Yeah.
So the staff will have a nice 3-day weekend, and mostly on the July 4th weekend, people have other things to do than to come to the library. I can't imagine anything better than coming to the library, but anyway, we can entertain a motion on these dates as well.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve the 2026 closed dates for the Belleville area district.
It has been moved by Priest, supported by Fleming, that the closure dates for holidays for 2026 be approved, and mostly it's a note to me to put these in my calendar as well. But it's good that we have them in advance. So the motion and second are on the floor, we're ready for a vote, it appears. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed by saying no. There are no negative votes on this, so this is also a unanimous vote. Now we have an item to talk about, which is our health insurance. And I'm going to really turn this over to our director. She and I have talked about it quite a little bit, but it's a day-to-day thing, so I'll let you catch up. She's multitasking tonight. As you,
So, as I reported at the last meeting, there seems to be a negotiating impasse between United Healthcare and Corewell Health. Corewell Health is formerly Beaumont. It impacts about 50% of our staff, who use doctors through Corewell Health. So, I've been talking to our insurance agent about it. He has been in touch with United Healthcare. The representative from United Healthcare is very optimistic that they will settle in time.
settling in time is settling before January 1st.
Yes, however,
That's a little close.
we will believe it when we see it. So, we can't just depend on that. So our insurance agent secured quotes from the other major insurance carriers that are similar. And that is Blue Cross Blue Shield and Health Alliance plan. And essentially, he said we would have to let them know by December 15th if we want to get insured by one of the alternatives. We could request that and potentially pull the plug on December 31st if we needed to and stay with United Healthcare. So this is basically insurance in case they really can't settle.
So you
So
want to stay with the one you
Is there a
have.
price difference on the
There
one you
is
have?
there is a little bit of price difference.
And I actually, is that in a minute in here?
It's here.
This is,
I
well,
have,
these are two different.
Those are,
these are for the two.
this is for the two that were
Yeah,
proposed.
The other
Yeah,
app.
I actually did hunt down United Healthcare's numbers if you wanted to, and I didn't have that in time, I'm sorry for the word back, we just received this very late,
These are
so.
the options if United Health.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's.
Yeah, ones that shop.
I'll take one of these, that down.
But you. Oh,
This shows-
yours is kind of close.
This shows they're close, they're all close, but.
Yeah, they
United
are
Healthcare-
close.
United Healthcare is the most reasonable. It is the best deductible, I'm recommending.
Hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, I am recommending Health Alliance plan, if we do have to move, it's not, UHC is not good to us if half of our staff get.
Right.
Not, use it.
Do the
So,
staff feel good about one and two?
I
What happened?
talked to Steve, I gave them this info, told them that told them I'm recommending Health Alliance plan, told them why I'm recommending it. It's just better deductible, better.
Wow, it really does look.
You say you have, when you checked with them, there's only one staff member who had one provider that.
Yeah,
was
there's
not.
one staff member who has one doctor who was not in the
No.
but as opposed to six who,
Is a what?
as opposed to six staff members.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
United Healthcare, so.
They're not gonna
It's just,
sweat
it's
that,
impossible,
right?
right? It's impossible to find. Yeah.
Insurance.
So the United Healthcare deductible is lower than half.
Yes,
Better rates for urgent
Good.
care and ER.
United Healthcare is a kind of a unicorn plan, so it's really difficult to get a deductible that low, so.
That's prescription.
However,
But right now, it's just like we need to decide on a plan to substitute if we need to.
and the downside with United Healthcare, as I understand, is about their denial.
Sometimes they can deny things, certain specialists and things like that, that doesn't prop up.
Out of pocket max for really low.
But the out-of-pocket max is low,
Yeah.
yeah, so.
So what you're thinking is if we were to vote to approve HAP as an alternative.
Yeah,
But then we found out
if United
Fine.
Healthcare settles, then we can just,
on December 31st, when you're off
well.
drinking champagne and kicking up your feet.
Hopefully not December 31st, hopefully sooner than that. Yeah.
And you're gonna say, no, stop the party, I'm going to anywhere.
You know what the big problem is? They're just not telling.
Yeah.
No.
How long have they been negotiating? How long has this been?
Oh, I don't know. But it's like all of a sudden everybody started getting notices from their doctors, yeah, so that,
But
like
thi-
within the last.
But
couple
this
of
must
months.
affect other
So-
businesses too, I
Sure,
mean,
sure.
so they gotta be
Yeah.
losing clients. Patients,
It's employee healthcare plans
right?
at this point, so.
I saw a media thing yesterday or the day before, but it was from Western Michigan. Talking about they were talking
There
about
was a
that
different-
Bronson Healthcare.
Yeah.
Which is the big system in Kalamazoo that just settled with United Health.
Or
United,
extended it by a month or something like that.
so they weren't, but they they noted that
Okay.
on the southeastern part of the state,
Mm.
that it is a problem, which is what we're dealing with
You wanna-
here.
Sure.
That,
Just have a
Dan,
budget.
what will we do with ours? Would you bring me one to go? Nicest.
Thank you.
Good chairman, I always anticipate what the chairman wants. You like one?
Just.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. That over.
Oh,
Oh, and I opened.
Would you
it
like a
up.
water?
I think I.
Dan, you wanna open this for me?
Oh, no.
No, doesn't it stop how our hands
Yeah.
getting weaker?
I have a thing at home I use, open
There you
everything,
go.
a little opener, yeah, I'm, my hands.
It's an old
I
age
did it.
thing, Maria, you're not there
Yeah,
yet.
don't get old.
Yeah, sorry, I kind of busted the
Thank-
concentration going here, so,
Yeah, we're on a serious matter.
yeah, sorry.
So you need a motion. So you would like to go with United Healthcare, but a motion to pull the plug if
A
necessary.
motion to go with
Change the
that.
Health Alliance plan if.
If necessary.
If it doesn't go
if
through.
the negotiations don't go through, what the UHC.
So then it just becomes a backup plan if this one falls through.
Yeah.
But before we meet again.
Right.
Yeah,
It
gonna have to
will
make a
have,
decision.
We need-
something
yeah.
will have happened.
We need to
We-
start paperwork.
We
on
don't
this.
wanna have
We
any
don't wanna be without
gap.
Insurance,
Yeah.
yeah.
We don't want any gap in coverage.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that if the negotiations with United Healthcare and Corewell are not successful. That the library. Can move over to HAP. Yeah, as soon as necessary.
It has been moved
I will second that.
and moved by Chehevitz, supported by Priest, that the library move to a health plan with HAP. Should there be no resolution to the United Healthcare or Well Health problem. And we all have had a good discussion on it. And any other questions before we vote?
These are the costs for 20 employee, for 12 employees and their dependents up to 20
Yeah.
people. So expensive.
Yeah, it's cold over there, isn't it, Rosemary, right?
Well, I want to be able to see Mary Jo.
Okay. Oh, I didn't catch that yet.
So I.
So
My
you
back was in your way, sorry.
I have plenty of places to stay.
can- Also, your back is not to a window right now, so it might be a little warm. Anyway. But we all want to see Mary Jo, because you know, if she starts making a real grungy face, we'll all know we're in trouble and we better get out of here. Mary Jo is tough. Okay, we have a motion on the floor. It's probably the most significant motion we have tonight. I'm not gonna rush it. If anybody has another question, it's more than okay for you guys to get. Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed by saying no. And I don't hear any no's, so the motion is passed.
Thank you.
We don't have any lobbyists in my life. There would be lobbyists here. Oh, your 12 members need to be with me, and other one, we'd have a big fight. That was in my professional life.
My alternative was to give everybody oranges to keep them healthy.
Or you could do that too. And give Maria a couple extra to take home. Here, there you go. Okay, so we have closed with item 8. Now we're at our committee reports, and I anticipate they'll move pretty quickly like they have the last several months. We start with our building committee, and we start with Joyous Joy.
I don't have anything to report that's not already in.
The director's
me,
report.
yeah.
we can wait for the director's report for the kind of details that our director gives us, but we don't have any actionable items and we did not have any building committee meetings, which is a wonderful thing for those of us who did sit through building committee meetings. Bylaws, priest. Linda?
No report.
I have,
Oh.
I have a request.
Oh,
From the
okay.
bylaws committee.
Okay.
I would like to consult with Ann Saring, the library attorney, and get her boilerplate bylaws and compare them with ours. It's been a long time since they've been revised, and I know that there are things in the bylaws that are not really applicable anymore, so they could use a little bit of a edit.
So that'll happen
So,
in January. do you think?
You're gonna read.
Hopefully, I just wanted to touch base with you to
Okay.
make sure that I'm on the right track by doing that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
So you're gonna request now?
I can request them now. And then I'll have
Okay.
them, yeah.
And then we'll have a meeting in
And
January.
then have a meeting in January
Okay.
So be on notice, the bylaws committee is chaired by Linda and who's the other person on it? I always claim.
Not me, but I volunteer.
Well, Joy knows libraries in a way that.
It
the
might have
rest
been
don't.
I was
think
there for
it
those
might-
original
was it- I think
bylaws. I'm the
Maria.
last
Because
living.
we were,
It is Maria?
I was with, on
Oh,
outreach with
outreach.
you.
I don't know if I was on.
I don't think she was
Bylaws.
on bylaws, but
I'll double check.
we're in
I-
outreach together.
I should carry something with me all the time on that. And if I try,
Fine, yeah.
anyway. The bylaws committee, it won't be until January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we know though that there might be something. John Juriga got through being the bylaws committee chair for many years without having to deal with any bylaws.
Those
Thank
bylaws
God.
were done.
So, yes,
Started
you
in
can just
2010.
Don't tell him.
You
Yeah.
can just tell your neighbor.
Not
Oh,
anything.
No, I have to be nice to him because he's been shoveling my snow.
Oh, well.
John had?
Well, he's got this really cool
roller,
machine.
roller.
I gotta be nice.
Yeah, well, you just tell him how we appreciate all the hard work he did on the bylaws. He said, no report with great zeal every single month. Finance committee, I did talk with Tanya today. She's really sorry she's missing us. She has very busy little schedule at work. The city of Detroit is changing new management and all kinds of things, so she did tell me that she probably would be having to make a presentation, and you see in your packet the things she would present on, and we all love Tanya's presenting of them. I actually halfway understand them when she presents them, but I'm gonna try to understand what my director tells.
Okay, and I apologize, I should have had this at the last meeting. This is our 3 month. So better late than never. We're so busy changing our computer software that this kind of fell through. For the most part, we're on track. Some of the revenues, potentially look down because those are things that we don't always get statements monthly for. So grant revenue, we only generally just receive that once a year. That's the, telecommunications grant.
So that likely is not a lasting
Those are not,
deficit.
yeah.
What about interest?
That will be higher once the CD interest hits.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. It's
So
just
that-
that we
that-
haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about that. So those roll over every 2 or 3 months, so.
And the fees, we
Penal fines is,
fines and fees.
we only get that once a year, so that's not gonna show until,
No, and that's the number we arrived at.
that's our estimate. Yeah, that's
That's
what we budgeted was 40,000.
But it's anticipating that the fines, don't we?
We will see it as a revenue and as an expenditure.
Oh,
So it will
I
come in
forgot
next.
in and out.
So it will come in
Remember.
next, we budget for it, we won't know what that number actually is until after our fiscal year. Cause we don't get it from Wayne County until after that, but it will be kind of like an in and an out.
Yeah, it'll be in, but then it'll go back to pay
It'll
them
go back to pay
back.
the.
That's the money we're
you know,
using to
fines.
pay that.
Yeah, that goofy thing that we're all not too happy about,
The
but
hot button that we talked about
right.
Right,
a year.
but I anticipate hopefully being done with that in about 3 years, so within the next 3 years. Everything else we're looking pretty good on. Insurance appears to be higher, and that's probably most likely be, this seems to always happen where there are 4 months of bills in a 3-month period.
Oh. Okay. So basically, we're in pretty good shape.
Shape.
Good.
That's probably true with
Yeah.
MERS.
Same thing with money, yeah. Same thing like with building liability insurance, those are not. Those don't fall into neat quarterly patterns. Utilities, we did shave off some of, because we were never spending our utility budget, so if you remember correctly, we lowered that budget item. It appears as if we're over budget on that, but I believe that is because of summer bills are a lot more expensive than the winter bills with the air conditioning.
Well, this is gonna be a cold
So
winter.
we'll
We're gonna
see.
have
So we'll keep
those in a lot.
We will keep an eye on it.
Bills will be higher
Yeah.
than we've had in
We'll-
December,
we'll see.
right? Please pray. for
Right now, I
January
think
to give
it's
us a break.
fine.
Okay. So that is our comparison schedule. Okay.
Any questions?
People only, we're gonna only ask you about the ones that there's something you already said about the utility. What else is there here? Nothing big. Miscellaneous. Okay, any questions? And these we have to approve, or we just have gotten the information?
Yeah, we go through that.
You have told us about it. It is what Tanya, when she told me she couldn't come, she said she knew she was supposed to do this. Does it so well. But Mary Jo does it so well too. And Joy is the other member of the finance committee. And I just know Joy has kept up on this too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a information item that came during our finance committee discussion. And anything else on finance that we need to think about?
I don't think so.
Anybody have something they want to think about for finance? Okay, then we can move on to the outreach committee, and I will call on Maria Jackson Smith.
No report this month.
All righty. And then we have a little bit to talk about on this next one, the personnel committee. Linda,
Yes, it's that time of year again, and it's not, I don't mean Christmas, I mean, it's the director's evaluation. And I don't know if you remember doing it last year, but you'll recognize the form, it's pretty much the same.
I remember hearing about it.
Yeah.
oh yeah, you didn't have to do it last.
Yeah, and it's done with numbers, unsatisfactory being 1 and outstanding being 6. And then it asks you to make some comments, and I always find that that's good to give Mary Jo some feedback as to, we sit here and talk every month. And I think, it would be nice if we gave her some feedback. So I'm gonna pass these out. They need to be back by January 5th so that I can present them on the January 13th board meeting.
And I'm returning these.
Here, yes.
There's a
We'll have an envelope that you can,
There's a box for the board that either has my name on it or it says board. And it's in the staff room over on that
by
wall.
the staff mailboxes, we'll put an envelope in Sharon's. Sharon has a box too.
Got it, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
and staff can help assist you with that. You come up to the.
Go to the right.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
and
Either that or me.
what do you
Yeah.
call that? Yeah, the staff mailboxes are there too,
Yeah.
right? And there's one, and if you see a bunch of stuff in it, it's probably because your board chair hasn't checked it for a while. Anyway, we'll try but that's the only time we use that box
Yeah.
is when it's the annual review.
I'm not allowed to have a mailbox anymore. I have if it's important, it goes on my chair.
No, I get it.
Well, just make a note that we need it by January 5th,
Got it.
and otherwise we'll be hunting you down. Did
Wait a minute, where did mine go?
you get one? I passed them around.
Oh, I sent them,
I'll make sure they get out
You
electronically
did-
as well.
Oh, is there any more? Bob?
there's actually.
Everybody. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on, oh.
Gonna be lots of
professor-
evaluations.
The professor.
I'm putting the deadline in my,
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna make that.
Thank you. And
That's
we'll
my
make
little-
sure that Tanya and Alma get a chance to weigh in on these as well. Okay, that's,
That's it.
thank you very much, Linda. Policy committee, Dan,
Report.
good for you. We, when Dan first came on, we worked him, so. And now the art committee, Michelle isn't here. I saw her the other night at the Festival of Trees. But that Baca Art Fair exhibit, every time I keep running into something new. And I asked her the other day, she said it's been there. There's this thing that Sheena Barnes did. It says I can. It's a bunch of old cans.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that was so fun.
Was that at the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I saw it.
I
Yeah.
kept missing it, and it's right there
Mhm.
on the way into the children's area where I go every single time I come here. But it's real cute, but there's so much, and that's the thing about art, you notice something new all the time, or something that you have looked at it and you see it differently. I'm so happy that when our building committee chair, Ms. Chehevitz, we had a lot of discussions about the temporary art space and what we would have there, and
I don't really remember this, that was a blur.
Well, how many discussions did you have about how many topics? My goodness.
well, and she understood most of the topics much better than me. The only thing I could understand was art displays. So I kept thinking about it, and our architect is kind of real artsy. So he would explain stuff, but visualizing, and again, Michelle Montour
Yeah,
just does
it's nice to have
great
her.
job. And it's nice to have fresh, I bring, when people come in, that people do mention when they come in here, it's something fresh for them to see because the art changes. The books don't. Well, the books do change too, but they notice the art quicker. So anyway, that's our art committee report. And now, Mary Jo already mentioned that the new accounting, and we had this format last month for the first time, but now we have the more complete even example of what our accounts payable look like, and I'd like us to take a few moments to look through them, and then we can entertain. This is the last item that we have to take action on, right?
Where's still in on this? No, I'm missing it.
I don't think we have a TLN bill on this one.
Wow.
How did we not
Looking
have
for
a
the big TLN bill. And how- Does
That's
it break
because-
down?
That's
into-
because, we had a longer. This was a short month,
Oh,
the
yeah.
meeting, so.
Because we
only
had the
5 weeks, yeah.
meeting, and it was real big the last time. Usually the TLN bill,
Yeah, there will be one next.
TLN and health insurance for the staff and TLN for the books and supplies are our usual biggest expenditures every month. This
Although
time,
Amazon's
healthcare.
creeping up there.
Well, Amazon is books and supplies, it's
Yeah,
starting
yeah.
taking over some of the stuff.
Especially
with
the,
Yeah.
especially the
TLN.
books now that there's no Baker and Taylor.
That Baker and
Yeah.
Taylor is going,
We're going with Ingram.
Yeah.
But we do.
but we do a
lot
lot
with
with Amazon.
Yeah.
It's just so convenient. It's too convenient,
Yeah,
especially this time of year.
Yeah.
I'd be real happy if not for a few things, but anyway, it's convenient for the staff and it keeps us running. And this little breakdown is helpful. And I would like to comment, since I'm usually the other check signer, Tanya does it sometimes, but Amy O'Brien has really done a lovely job, and she really does a lovely job with keeping me notified when I might need to come in and do this, and it's working smoothly. When Carol left, we all were in, how are we gonna manage? But Amy has really picked up the ball. And she helped me through this new process, how, it's a little different when you're checking to make sure that the checks we're signing correspond with our records. I just had to learn a new system, but she helped me a bunch. So I appreciate that. And since Nikki sits next to Amy, she can tell Amy, she says that.
Well, Mary Jo, I wasn't at the last meeting. What's the update on the elevator? Oh, did you guys discuss that last month?
Yeah.
Yeah, we-
I'll
It's
give it
in the
up.
bill.
I'll give it up. In my director's.
Sounds good.
But we are on track.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That goes to Maria's paying attention. Good.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Good, yeah. Well, so, I don't think we yet have a motion or a second on these, accounts payable.
Make a motion that we accept accounts payable for this month.
One second.
Motion by Freeze, support by Chehevitz, that we approve accounts payable. We've had a good discussion. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed by saying no. There are no dissenting votes, and we have taken care of all our votes. But now we get to hear the good stuff from our library director. So please look at your director report, and the rest of the items in your packet all relate to her report.
Okay, let's talk about the elevator.
Right here.
You will notice that we did have a check in the accounts payable for Cone Elevator. I think we are actually sitting on that until they come. But they are scheduled, they did come out to perform the test, realized they did not have the correct tool.
Oh.
They actually had to order the proper tool. So they are coming out this Thursday to finish that job. They have been very communicative with us during this whole process, and I really appreciate that. So they've really let us know what's happening and when things are going to happen. So hopefully by the end of this week, we will have a
Good.
resolution of this. I've also been in touch with O'Neill Construction regarding the flagpole lights. We've been throwing good money after bad trying to get those lights to work,
Yeah.
and it's just a lost cause. So he's consulting, he has consulted with some lighting people and the electrician. We're gonna put lights off of the building up high that will shine on the flag, so they can be more protected from the elements, so.
We had lights like that in the plaza at Mashab, and not a single one they put them in 2002. And they did the renovation. By the time I got there, not a single one was
Was
working
working,
in
yeah.
2008.
Yeah, so
And it
anyhow,
was a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that the flag light?
They were
would
different.
So
be our big-
if I ever have to build another library.
Yeah.
Don't put lights in the
In
ground.
the
Yeah.
ground.
This is a
All
different
that.
system, but
We did all the,
it just get too much water, I think.
Yeah,
right.
So they've been removed?
they're still
I
there.
didn't pay attention.
Yeah, they're still.
Well,
I
you
don't-
know,
I-
that's the
all
thing,
there
we
is.
never paid
Yeah.
attention, but
Yeah.
it wasn't hardly a couple of months we were in here before one of them was messing up, and we've been kind of
Been a
worrying,
year.
out of all the things that we talked about
You
in
remember,
building this
yeah.
building,
Yeah.
those
These were
lights
in.
have been the biggest.
Oh.
So,
So we're giving
and
up
we
on.
did, he did look into, trying to do it with solar lights and he was advised against it, that they just don't last. They don't-
Oh, is that
Yeah.
right?
So,
Hmm.
Is Dean still doing?
I think he's semi-retired now. I think he works on some small projects for them, but
And he didn't.
He's earned it.
he's earned it,
He
yeah.
has earned it. He didn't decide to take his retirement out here, just keeping us company. Oh,
I still miss Dean.
I do too. He was so good.
So our library's annual audit is underway. Thank you, everyone who's filled out their survey for me. I appreciate it. I think we are very nearly done. I haven't heard anything from them for a few days. So I think they've gotten all of the information that they need. They're just working on their end of it now, but,
And
our heavy lifting on it is hopefully done, so.
we'll be reviewing the completed audit
You'll get the completed audit at the January meeting.
in January. Yeah, that's really efficient. We've been doing really good with that. Audits are often the biggest headache for organizations, but.
There's a lot. There was a new GASB rule regarding, how they calculate time off, or liability for time off, so we had a lot of calculations to do for that, so. One more thing, yeah.
The only thing we have to do is that form, which is kind of a monotonous form, and I'm hoping everybody's done it already. But the staff, especially Mary Jo, and probably Nikki and Amy, I don't know. They do a whole lot to get ready for that audit, and it comes during the holidays all the time, and Mary Jo is worried with it, but.
I have to deal with him being maybe slightly grumpy on him, just a little bit.
Actually, we are the cleanup crew after Mary Jo has tornadoed through it.
I need this file, yeah.
And stressing over whether or not it's all still together.
Can you take the staples out of this?
Mary Jo, why do you think the visits are down so much? That's pretty significant. For November. Is it just because it's a colder November or?
I wonder
We'll
what
double-
December's gonna be.
I don't think.
We'll
November was
we'll double check the numbers on it.
You know, I mean, that just,
Yeah,
it's more than a third down. It seems,
It's rare that
Unlikely.
we see that big of a.
Yeah.
let me make sure let me double check.
The
I'll double check
reference
those numbers,
questions
yeah.
are down about the same amount.
right, which then, I mean, if you
That
have
makes
less
sense.
people coming in,
Less
you're
people,
gonna have
less-
less reps.
That's quick.
Now,
But-
this may not be a correlation. May. We were kicked out of the playoffs first round, so the kids, are they still coming? Is that
Well,
pretty
that's-
consistent?
That's, you're right, they're not, we did not have as many of the kids, so that's probably a.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the adult programming numbers are up,
Mhm.
It could be the kids.
yeah. Because that's
And
probably a
it
lot
has
of
been
kids.
quieter. It's been a quieter fall. It's fun.
So if you think about it, like
The
4
vape-
years, we
the
were
vape-
going up until
The vape detector is not gonna. be for a-
Thanksgiving. And that, sort of that as well, right?
Football. huh?
Oh, boy.
I hadn't thought about that. Well, we do get to watch our quarterback play for U of M.
Yeah.
Our hometown, well, by way of Detroit, hometown Belleville quarterback. Well, That's interesting.
That would be interesting.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
Um, anyway. We don't have to take action. We're not finished yet anyway.
I will say, we had probably about 200 people in line for Santa on Saturday, so. That's families,
It
that's
was
not
so much
children.
fun.
Okay, families, but we had a lot.
What did we say, about 300 for cookies?
Something like that, between 200 and 300 for the cookies and hot chocolate, so we had.
So, yeah, maybe our
coming through
December
Saturday.
numbers,
Yeah, hopefully the summer numbers.
that
will
was,
be higher.
did they all get counted by the counter even though it was after closing?
Sort of, I'm gonna have to look at that because a lot of that, we're gonna have to look at we had them coming in through that side door.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to look at the exit numbers and other stuff.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, we're still gonna capture them even though they didn't come through the front door because everybody for Santa left at the same
I
time.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're just not double common. They would normally.
Yeah,
How does it compare to like last year or the year before that? Is it up, down, same?
I think it might be a tiny bit up. I might have to look at last year's too.
yeah, I wasn't here last year. It was I was out with surgery, so Winterfest is my baby.
My 17-year-old grandson, who is
Okay, okay.
17, but he loves Santa. He had to come. He says, Grandma, I didn't sit on Santa's lap though. He has some cognitive issues,
Yeah.
but he
was a-
still loves his Santa.
There was
He
another
believes in
kid-
Santa.
It's not the only one. It's someone else who very faithfully has been coming.
The very first kid went through a
Yeah.
similarly situated.
Yeah.
He
Sure, you have
mostly
to
just
see Santa.
stood and talked to Santa, but I think he was a big kid too, and he kind of sat on Santa for a
He
second.
gave him a letter,
It's a good Santa, patient.
and he's
Very good
expecting a response in 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm just like, okay.
Well,
So-
it's a lot of believers around that night. It was
Yeah.
cold, but we had a bunch of people
Yeah.
And at the museum, there's the Santa is upstairs at the museum.
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah, every Saturday.
He believes that
Yeah,
the library
it's really
Santa
nice.
is a real Santa.
Oh,
But just
so
like the mall,
it
mall
doesn't
Santa's real
work.
too.
Well,
The
the library Santa is definitely real. We have connections.
I do have to say, this is probably the best Winter Fest that I've had. We've implemented a couple of things and bought a couple of new drink dispensers and kept the hot chocolate warm, and it was just flowed so beautifully. Everybody had a good time. Not a lot of complaints about having to wait in line. We changed the queue line a little bit with chairs instead of tables. It was just beautiful. Staff was great. Like, nobody was stressed. The movie did perfectly. We showed Jack Frost to go with the theme of the parade, and I was
And
hoping
Nikki
that-
was classic. We should have a picture to pass around of Nikki and her Santa Claus.
Dress up for the
It was
occasion.
adorable.
I told you Winterfest
You were
was my
Jack
favorite. So I was hoping with Jack Frost, the lights turned down just a little bit, that we could keep like everybody's so excited and hyped up because of the parade and seeing Santa, but it worked beautifully. Every parents that I talked to, oh, the movie's such a good idea, and oh, the hot chocolate was good, and so it went really well. I'm very, very happy. Best Winterfest ever.
So, and go look at the library's tree at the museum, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nikki did. Nikki
Well,
did that
it's
tree.
not just me, it's the staff. All the staff, each department gets a different craft to make ornaments.
Did you
but
take a picture?
I did.
Every month I ask her for a new picture of her.
I wanted it to look like a birthday party, and it did. It was a storybook tree. So we picked a new book that we just got in for the library, and it was Bakery Dragons Princess.
I have a
Furnace.
picture with Nikenya at that tree, pass it on and keep. You just
Yeah,
have
so
to
each
put your
department gets
finger
their
on the
own
thing
ornaments
keep
to
it
make for the
going.
tree every year, and
Oh,
My garden
I
club
love
tree was good
rosemary
too.
seed.
Go, look at the garden club one.
They did fabulous.
And we now have
Yeah.
another
Oh my
member of
God.
the public, and I'm gonna have you introduce yourself in a minute, but you wanna come and look at the tree that Nikki did?
Oh, so Sharon has a picture of it.
Yeah, Sherry, went,
I went, I'll talk about that in my closing yak.
I know it turned out so cute. Yeah, staff was excited. We did like a happy birthday
Look
theme.
at the topper.
Uh-huh, it's a,
Whose idea was that?
it's
Yours?
mine. It's a Dollar
love
Tree
it.
birthday hat. Like, it was,
Wow.
yeah,
this is so
staff
cute.
made little cakes out of sponges, and so
Aw.
it was fun.
She does all.
This is a nice time to,
Sumter.
I'm gonna break in our public. We have another member of the public, and would you introduce yourself, please?
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Shakitra Green, and I'm just.
Go and say it.
Dr. Shakitra Green.
Shakitra.
Yeah.
Nice to have you here,
Yeah,
Shakitra.
nice to be here.
My colleague, Maria tells me you're my neighbor
Yeah.
in Cobblestone.
Yeah.
And also, Shakitra and I graduated high school together,
Yeah.
fellow educators, your principal,
In principal, yes.
longtime principal.
Yes.
And we're also sorority sisters.
So she came to check on, you came to check on your life. Yeah, she's doing good.
That's right.
Shakitra, we're really happy to have you here. Maria had mentioned you to me, and I'm really glad to meet you, and and maybe I'll take a walk over to where you are.
That's a walk now.
Is it, are you in the back?
I'm in the back.
Yeah, that's a far walk. It's a far walk.
That's too far from me. It's not home. We'll figure something.
You need one of those little golf cart things.
Or a little scooter like my son has.
Yeah, the kids
He rides
have
a scooter,
Yeah.
keeps it in his trunk,
Mhm.
and rides it all across campus.
Yeah, well, people have lived in Belleville for a long time. When I first moved here, they said that Cobblestone Ridge, Cobblestone and Cobblestone Creek, all of that was farming and hunting territory. And they had regular ponds in there, and people used to hunt in there. And now, since COVID, they've built back so far that I can't, it used to be I could walk to most anything they had in there because it took forever for them to build it up, but wow, it's a lot of people there. Van Buren Township has a lot of residents over that area.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. The programming, we kind of have covered with Winterfest, but go ahead, Mary Jo.
We don't have a whole lot going on right now. We're kind of retooling for our winter programming, so
There's so much.
getting ready for the
Right now,
calendars.
so.
Yeah. I did print a couple of articles about the Institute for Museum and Library Services. The court permanently struck down the
Yes.
dismantling of that. And there is a statement on the IMLS page saying that all federal grants have been reinstated.
Oh, cool.
So did they reinstate the staff?
Don't know about that.
Yeah,
That's my
and you
question.
know, when things get so confused, you can't really fix it, bring it back.
Right, so,
I don't know.
but we had discussed this briefly at the last meeting. We had a question about it, and so I think this happened a few days after our last meeting.
In the library, have you had any library, direct state or regional meetings? Because some of the libraries were really gonna be affected by the loss of money, right?
Yes.
Have you had a chance to talk to colleagues and all?
Most of us in this area was really a case of Malcat being the major thing that was.
For this state, that's
our state.
the
yeah.
major thing.
So most every library, have they resolved that? Is anyone that you know of still in limbo?
Well,
with the issue?
this basically restores everything, so.
Got it.
But they can't appeal it.
Well, yeah.
They've been appealing everything.
Yeah, like the dragon.
They've just been holding things up.
You know, and this has to go through, I mean, the appropriations have to go through Congress every year too, so there's.
Well, and
Oh,
if
yeah.
there's no staff to do the work to make all the grants happen.
Yeah.
I
How are they
imagine that they've had
I'm
to
sure they have to.
rehire.
They would have
yeah.
to,
Mhm.
but. We'll look at it.
The Witching Hour book. And I see we got a program right after Christmas.
Yes, with the family movie day. Show Minecraft. People can do some Minecraft crafts while they're watching the movie and it's not fun.
Oh, boy.
And play Minecraft.
Yeah.
Any idea what the crafting is gonna be, or is that a surprise?
It's a surprise, but
It's a surprise, okay.
it's related to
That'd be
mine.
good.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be-
Karen, I've seen her does.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay,
Minecraft
I put it in my
stuff going on.
calendar. Definitely put it in my calendar.
Well, as usual, we have a full and interesting report from our director, and it's really one of the better parts of our library board meeting, even though we did get a lot of official business done, but that really is, I just really appreciate that. Everybody's engaged, everybody on the board is engaged in all these, and that Mary Jo keeps us so well informed. So, any other questions to Mary Jo?
No, but we appreciate all your hard work.
Oh, yes.
We really do.
Indeed, and we have a chance to show it by filling out our form. Bringing them in by January 5th. Okay, now it's actually your official chance to talk, trustees. We've all been talking quite a bit, me as usual. But who wants to start the trustee comment?
I'll start, cause I don't have much to say, just
Go ahead.
taking care of sick kids, wrapping up my semester. Nothing really going on exciting.
Well,
Looking forward to the new year. Oh, yeah.
We're happy that you, and it's always teaching this time of year, college professor, I'm married to a college professor and December, the end of the class. You know, it used to, when you were a student, you were just thinking, how do you get through this? And you didn't realize that it's harder on the teachers than it is the students. They have to grade all those papers and
My work is not over yet.
I did it for a while and boy. So thank you. I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad you're with us. Who
Yes.
wants to go next? Good, Linda.
I had a meeting here with my group that I have, and afterwards we played mahjong with library's mahjong kids, and it was really fun. There were a couple ladies there that really knew how to play, and then one of the people in my group knew how to play. So we had a few tables going, and it was
Did you?
really fun. Yeah.
Interesting.
So we're gonna do it again in January. And after our meetings, we have 2 meetings coming up that we have half the co-side room.
They tell me it's nothing like the way you play it on your phone.
No, it's nothing,
It's
it's
not
very
like this much.
complicated. It is
That's
very
what they tell
complicated.
me.
But I think once you get the basics down, it's really quite intriguing. I was really interested. So we're gonna do it again.
Does it work your brain?
It does,
Mm.
yeah, and it's very social. It's a social thing too.
Well, that's not,
So
that sounds great.
Do you play against one another or is it
playing
Playing
for yourself,
yourself?
yeah, I don't know all the
I
ins
don't
and
know
outs of it
anything.
yet. I don't know if there's ways you can sabotage or, I don't know that
Okay.
part. But I was able to get through a game and I had never played before, so.
Hmm. Well, there's hope.
Yeah. But I wanted to say, I really appreciate you having the kids here, because they're very expensive if you buy them. So anyway, it was nice.
I've heard good comments from people about our mahjong.
Mhm.
So, well, now we have 2
I want
people
to
left.
point out this flyer that Mary Jo included about Libby. That you can use on your phone and you can
What is
access all of these other library systems in the state. It's
Well,
a
you-
major, it's a major thing. You have access to all these different books and audiobooks and hundreds of magazines. Are all online,
here it is.
hundreds. Not the Atlantic, unfortunately, but
Oh,
a couple of, but a lot of good magazines. So if you haven't used it and, you know, you probably, nobody's gonna read a book on their phone probably. But if you have a tablet, or you can also use it on a computer.
Audio.
And the audio, that's, I kind of live on that. And it's much less, so, I mean, these are all consortiums that are sharing their resources to, and now they're sharing them across the state. All the consortiums across the state are sharing them. You just have to hit that deep search so that you can, access all of these. So it's not just, our consortium is the one that's called Download Destination at the top. But, the rest of them, you know, it's kind of obvious by their names that they're all over. And tons and tons and tons of books are available for you easily.
It's always helpful when you talk about all this stuff, you and.
And it's
Dan are
much
actually
cheaper than Hoopla.
This has been my go-to for many, many years, quite
Really?
honestly.
Yeah.
And seldom do I go out there, out on Libby, if there's a book that I want, you know, to listen to. Seldom is it not there.
Really?
I
You
mean,
might have to wait for
Yeah,
it.
you'll have to put in a wait for it and you got to be patient. But I'm telling you, I love audiobooks.
Because
and
these are
And you
chosen
go-
by librarians.
Yeah.
So they're trying to provide resources that people want.
Right,
And
right.
so, unlike Hoopla, which I just found out, Ipsy Library is spending $240,000.
Wow.
For Hoopla, and they're cutting the book collection for kids and the physical books. I'm like, especially not for kids.
Right.
But,
between those two, I mean, I'll toggle between those two. If I can't
too.
find it here, I'll go to the Hoopla. If I can't find it, Hoopla,
Yeah.
I'll go here.
what Hoopla is good for is if you have a book club who want, and they're reading a book.
Yeah.
And that you want everybody to have access.
Simultaneously.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very expensive.
And if you need help connecting your Libby to all of those consortiums, make sure you stop at here, staff will be happy to help. Show you how to do it.
The staff
It's not
have to
hard.
help me.
It's not
I
hard.
always need help. And you always see it's really, I learn a whole lot in here. Of course, I really still have not been able to read all the books that are in my house. I still- And my
I probably keep adding to that.
Yeah, and my husband, he'll bring, like, you ask him a question, he'll kind of like bring it, the kids used to say that we're sitting up at dinner and they ask a question, he'd get up and go and bring them a pile of books about what the answer to their questions. So,
It's an academic.
yes, these academics, what are you gonna do with them? Then Dan. You're-
I guess I don't have a lot to say either. I did come to the library quite a bit, I guess, over the last few weeks. I always enjoy looking at the art here. It's always kind of a highlight when I walk through here, even if I've seen it before, like the can display that you were talking about. I always stop looking at that. That was really clever.
I ran into it, you know,
Yeah,
right,
it's
and I
really
think this
good
is
stuff.
come from. And
The
I
other-
know Sheena Barnes. so-
The other thing that I wanted to compliment, I don't know who did this, but the take and make.
Oh, the adult
Yeah,
crafts?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
I thought that was very clever. I have a niece that it kind of enjoys that kind of stuff,
Okay.
so I got one for her and she's gonna put that together.
Where are they?
They're right up
Right up
here. It was just it's a bag, it says take and make on it, and the one I got is a bird seed, feeder kind of thing, so.
Hmm.
So, she's looking forward to doing that. And, I guess the other thing I'd just like to say is, happy holidays, and I hope everybody's healthy and safe. And, looking forward to getting into the new year. But let's
Thank
enjoy what we got, right?
Yeah, we'll hope that we have our whole complement in January. Our two, Alma and Tanya, it's very rare that we have two meetings in a row that we don't have them here, so that I appreciate that. And I'll make my little comments. Mine are short, well, they won't be so short, they never are. I will go over a little bit. I was able to be here on Saturday night for the Winterfest, I didn't do stuff outside because I'm cold. I walked a little bit, but I didn't stay out there, but I came in the library and the hot cocoa, just like Nikki said, it was such a nice little environment in there and cookies and cocoa, that was fun. And then, the parade went on, and while the parade went on, we closed, because we closed at 6 that night, but we, all the people started assembling as the parade ended, they started assembling to go see Santa. And we kind of had to wait for Santa, but Santa was really a wonderful Santa. Santa was so nice. And the kids, it took till 9 o'clock. I was thinking it would be maybe an hour or so, but from just about, well, from 7 to 9, we had kids and activities. And then by the time they were finishing, the fireworks started. And do you know something? Do you remember how much we talked about that back stairwell when we were building this building? If you go in that back stairwell on the upstairs window, there's the fireworks.
Oh, I thought the terrace would be.
Well, the terrace is good, but the terrace is cold and
Yeah, that's
the,
Snowy.
yeah.
just the way the light reflects
Okay.
on those windows, it was a little,
Okay.
you could, which I remember, I don't think I've been in that stairwell since we marched through, they were building it and they were so proud of it. They had us all walking up and down those stairs, and I could actually walk up and down the stairs then. This time I hobbled up and down the stairs, but it was a great evening and I got a chance to spend time with friends, and I went to I would urge everybody, I know you went, I missed seeing you because you were upstairs when I was downstairs at the museum. the
Lovely reception.
Festival of Trees.
Everything was-
Yeah, they had
Mhm.
they had the reception open to the public this year. They've been having it like for invitation. But this time they opened it to the public and they still had really nice
They
food
did.
and the trees they did a good job.
The upstairs is
BBT.
outstanding. Oh, the
outstairs
is, oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
It's really pretty, and if you want to get a Christmas spirit or a Christmas picture, I got a picture with Nikenya and her youngest, who's my godson, who's all grown up and very handsome. But it's a great place to go for Christmas spirit, and it was nice to see the feel of this little town, this area, and
The
And the
soup crawl
lime-
was great too. I went
Was
to the
it?
soup crawl. It was
Did you?
amazing. It was sold out.
Hmm.
And they had like, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 restaurants with different soup. It was really good.
And they took you on a bus or?
No, it was in the tents.
Oh, in
Yeah.
the tent,
Yeah.
oh,
One in 4th Street Square and one in front of the library. It
uh-huh,
was very nice.
well, good. It was, yeah, they had a lot of heaters and stuff out there, so.
And things with fire in them. I don't know
Mhm.
what you call them, like fire pits, maybe.
I hadn't been down, we used to march in the parade, the library
Uh-huh.
did, but I hadn't been down for.
I'm glad we don't do that. We take break.
It's cold.
Tough.
I really couldn't march nowadays, it's.
The hardest part was waiting in the parking lot at the high school to get started.
Yeah,
That was-
it really was.
Yeah.
But it went well and I enjoyed the Saturday night light up Winterfest from right here inside the library. So with that,
Madam Chair,
I will recognize Dan Fleming.
I would like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
We have a
Not
motion.
good at that.
It's seconded. Everybody's in favor. Meeting.
And Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.